At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 35, R.J. Man in the middle, at 7'0", number 24, Walker Kessler. Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 23, Jalen Green. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'6", number 45, Zion Williams. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 11. The head coach for your Milwaukee Bucks is Nick Nurse. One more time, let's hear it for your Milwaukee Bucks.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Ball. He's out there with Keontae George. And it's Douglas in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, they've got Walker Kessler. R.J. Barrett is out there with Williamson. And there's Money. And it's Green in at the shooting guard. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And these home games have been very important to MP this season. He wants his squad to be seen as one of the toughest and most reliable home teams in the NBA.
It has been fun to watch MP chase that objective, right? Especially for the fans. He's kept his squad fired up every time they step onto the home court, just tearing up anyone who comes into their house.
Pass to George. Here's Gravett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the left side wing. Here's Money. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Money, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Ball, the bounce pass. Lets it go with the three. Kessler with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Money, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Ball. Again, Ball missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
There's the three, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target for Money.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Gravett. Back to Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 5 now.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
There's Ball with the answer. I love the fire this guy plays with.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Bangs home the trifecta. And that's now 18 points for Money.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Here's Ball. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Money. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Offensive rebound. Here's Money. Drills the three-pointer. Money's got 24 points.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jovic. Nothing on the board. The kick out to Ball.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to Money. Here's the three. Good for his ninth make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter. Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Money. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the middle. Here's Ball. It's deflected. Here's Money. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Here's Money. Good, another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Jovic. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. And it's in there. Ball's got 20 points.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Money. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Webb's checked in for Barrett. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Rodgers is checked in. Pass to Jovic. Ball with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. 23 points in the game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Money. He's got 39. And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Rodgers passes the ball. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
He's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
And the basket by Money.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Money. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Nets trail by 19. A clear look for Ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To stop the run, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Money, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A different look for Milwaukee. Jared Allen comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Reed in for Zion Williamson. Valentine's checked in for Brooklyn. Topic comes in for Ball. Here's George. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Crowd it, that's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The tray, and again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Green. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
George looking around. Takes the three. Reed with the rebound. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Here's Gravett. And he also played really well in that win against the Raptors. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so George will bring it up for the Nets from outside the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Money. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Gravett. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court. You got to do it as a unit.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the three from Money. Pass to Grovett. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Topic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From deep three-point territory. He got it again. Sensational.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. They set the pick. There's the triple. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by 33 points. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Topic. George is out there with Rogers. Then there's Valentine. And it's Grovett in at the four shot. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it.
It's checked in for the Bucks. Money comes in for Demon. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Douglas is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
And that one falls for Reed. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
Pass to George. Here's Grovett. Back to George. All alone. He gets it in there. George has got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And staying with the play, Allen.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Rogers. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And the basket by Money.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Rogers passes to George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Nailed from three-point land.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's Money. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Pass to Grovett. Left side, George. It's stolen by Barrett. From deep three-point territory. A shot off that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
This one for three. And count it. Two-pointer good on the shot for money.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without it.
Pass to Douglas. Here's Gravett, defended by Allen. Nobody near George. And it's off from three-point range.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Rogers. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Rogers has got 7 points for the quarter. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
And that's a foul called on money. Personal foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Williamson is checked in for the Bucks. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Brooklyn. It's the Nets now. Outside, George for three. Good on the triple. George has got his third basket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Launches a three, and good! He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Here's Ball over to the left wing. Pass to Gravett. Fade away. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Fires the three, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside for George. And again, it's Brooklyn with a three.
He got a three to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Ball, the pass to Douglas. Here's Rogers. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Money. Three-pointer. And that one is off. Brooklyn's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. A nice shot by George.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And the basket by Money.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Now here's Douglas. No scoring in this one. Here is Rogers. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. For the three. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Douglas. Here is Rogers. Here's Ball with the three. Money with the rebound. From downtown, hits it again. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Barrett against Rogers. Here's Gravett. Again, the Nets for two.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Beyond the arc. And again, the three-point shot for money.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Outside, Ball. Outside, George. Shoots from the elbow. Milwaukee with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, Ball. From past the arc, Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his fourth rebound in this one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bucks ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
77.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be. And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA power rankings.
When I look at the Bucks, they're holding on to that top spot, man. They're consistent and could easily win it all.
Yeah, Kenny, they've earned the Shaq stamp of approval. And, you know, I don't just give that to any team.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Walker Kessler is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Green, then it's Barrett, and it's Money in at point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Houston really lit up the floor. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And they recover it. Good! Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Ball with it. He's got 27. To end the run. The rebound by the Bucks. Money's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts up a 3. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Ball finds Douglas. Down low. It's stolen by Barrett. Here's Money. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Outside, Ball. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got 30.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Here's Money. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, they haven't had many answers for him.
Tipped away. And it's the Bucks on the break. From the arc. It's rebounded by Jovic. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Ball, the pass to Jovic. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Jovic has got his first points in this one. Here's Money. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kessler's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Douglas. Here's Gravett, covered by Williamson. They set the screen. Fades and shoots. Count the basket. Gravett's got 25 points in the game.
When you've got a small guy on you, you just have to take advantage of it. Nice, easy jumper for him.
Drops in the tray.
Number 11.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Here's Jovic. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Ball with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Pass to Money. From deep three-point land. Williamson kicks to Green. Here's Money. Takes a 3. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The Bucks making a switch here. Demons checked in.
Number 15.
And the Nets with possession here. Nets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Setting the floor for the Nets. Jovic is out there with Rogers. And there's Cartwright. And it's Gravett in at center. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Money. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Money's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
Here's Gravett. He's guarded by Williams. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Rodgers has got 26 points.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's Money. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Out to the wing. Here's Topic. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Gravett, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Here's Topic. No good on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Sinks the triple.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
The 3 trains the three-pointer.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Three-pointer. They get it back.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Williams. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Cartwright. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice.
Milwaukee. Allen's checked in for Williams, and Money subbed in for Terry. And then for Brooklyn, George is checked in for Rodgers, and it's Ball in for Topic. Here's Money. A three-pointer is right on target.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Pass to Douglas. To the paint. To the wing on the left. Fires the 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Outside, George launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Money. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense has been fun to watch.
Here's Ball. And here's Douglas. Shoots over Webb. Douglas can't hit.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And a deep three from Ball. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Pass to Douglas, trying to get something going. Money with the rebound. Money's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hits the three-point bomb.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Deep 2 from Ball. Gets an open look and hits. Ball's got 42 in the game.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass the ball. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. Shoots the 3. George, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Money.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Money. Fires from deep. The rebound by Grovin.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Douglas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Douglas. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. 20 seconds left in the game. From deep, the rebound by LaMelo Ball. So it's the Bucks taking care of business.